Republican Texas lawmakers are pushing forward with a controversial redistricting effort that could add to their majority in Washington. And now some Democrats are calling their bluff, raising money for a tactic of their very own, one that some say could backfire on them. NewsNation's Xavier Walton is live for us in Dallas. And Xavier, this is becoming a whole game of Texas Hold'em when it comes to this issue. Are Democrats actually talking about fleeing the state to derail this effort?
Markie, good morning. Yes, they are, and this wouldn't be the first time. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But the Texas-sized chess match, if you will, continues over redistricting between Democrats and Republicans. Only this time, right now, it is the Democrats' move. The Texas Tribune says the Democrats are fundraising to potentially leave the state to block GOP-backed redistricting efforts. And if enough Democrats actually make the decision to skip town, the legislature simply wouldn't have enough members to function during the special session ordered by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. The only problem with this exit strategy, if you will, each Democrat would face a $500 fine per day and face the threat of arrest. One estimate says lawmakers would need at least $1 million per month to finance their protest. However, deep-pocketed Democratic donors reportedly willing to cover those expenses, which removes at least one hurdle. One analyst tells us breaking quorum may create more financial risk, though, for Democrats.
Governor Abbott and the Republicans in the state legislature will say that the Democrats have abandoned their constituents, that they should be dealing not only with the redistricting, but they should also be dealing with, for example, flood relief. So they will kind of use that politically against the Democrats. So that is the political risk that the Democrats have right now.
And I mentioned at the top of this, Markie, you know, this wouldn't be the first time. It happened back in 2021. They tried stopping election law overhaul, but spoiler alert, it didn't work. And Republicans approved that $500 fine that I just mentioned. Also, state house rules prevent lawmakers from actually using their campaign funds. Should also mention that Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, hey, he is, up for a Senate seat in the Republican primary. He's threatening to arrest any Democrats that do, in fact, flee the state during the special session.
And I think that gentleman brought up a good point. I think a lot of people are curious if this would be them skirting necessary flood relief bills and votes there. Xavier, President Trump has been pushing the idea of redistricting to pick up more GOP seats. There are several other states paying close attention to how this state shakes out here.
Markie, and it's not just red states, it's blue states as well. California, Ohio, Florida, Utah, you name it. All of them kind of watching and waiting to see how this plays out. The ripple effects are really interesting here. And I know this is sort of where, considering it happens at the start of every decade, this is mid-decade. So that's where it gets really interesting. But we'll see what happens with any court challenges and how it really does play out for some of these Texas lawmakers, some of the Democrats here in the Lone Star State.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.